Yeah, tomorrow is a big one, obviously. Team that's trying to chase us down for a playoff spot. So it's the proverbial 4-point game. We responded well in those situations before when it was Iowa. Haven't seen Manitoba in a few months, so I know they're playing some good hockey. So we're going to have to bounce back from the weekend. Cleaned up a couple things, but all in all, the effort was great all three games this weekend. Just pucks didn't go in for us Saturday, Sunday.
What are some of the things that you're looking to kind of capitalize on down the stretch here, and obviously get some of those much needed points as the playoff push continues?
Yeah, I mean, just continue with the effort is first and foremost. Our compete level, that's there, that's our foundation. And then just working on both sides of the puck. I think defensively we've been pretty sound, 5 goals in 3 games, but more having the same work ethic on the offensive side of the puck, working off the puck to get yourself open, working to get to the front of the net, battling in front of the net to take away the goalie's eyes, get sticks on pucks, on shots, and for our D to get pucks through to the net.
Going to be talking to Aku today. What have you seen from him? Obviously, coming over from Tucson, getting here. What have you seen as he's starting to get familiar here in Rockford?
Yeah, he's been good. He's settled in. Good 200-foot player. Good head for the game. What I just talked about, that working on both sides of the puck. He's good in all 3 zones. So good addition with him entering our lineup.
You lose Cini for a couple of weeks, it looks like. How much of a setback is that at this stage of the season during the stretch run to lose a guy that caliber?
Yeah, that's huge. Regardless of what point of the season you're in, when you lose your captain, you lose a guy that's been so good for you. Again, on both sides of the puck, definitely going to be a big loss for us, but. As is always the case, it gives other guys opportunities to play, a bigger role, maybe more minutes for certain guys that weren't getting them otherwise when he was in the lineup. So, the show goes on, and expect it's happened before with guys going out, guys going up, lineup gets thin at times, but guys, anybody that's been called upon and asked to step in certain situations has done a good job with it.
Nolan Allen was sent here to get some regular playing time, and he's getting some of that now. How do you see him settling in right now? He's
been great. He's a horse. I mean, he plays a ton of minutes, plays hard. It's hard to play against for opposing forwards, and from his time here last year has really matured with the puck as well. He playing efficiently, simply with the puck, making good plays. So, he, like you said, he's getting a ton of ice time, and he's done real well with it.
I know Comesso got the loss technically the other night, ending his winning streak, but how nice is it to see a goaltender like that getting into a groove at the biggest time of the season here?
Yeah, it's great. Obviously, it's such an important position, and when you get good goaltending, it's definitely something that you can build off of as a team. And like you said, he's been great here the last few weeks, and I think the guys have a lot of confidence playing in front of him, and he's given us a chance to win every game he's played.
Gavin Hayes got a good amount of games back in from his injury earlier in the year. What have you seen from him in his return, and how has he been handling his first season here at the pro level?
Yeah, it's anytime you come off an extended an injury that gave you extended time off, it's difficult, but again, it's part of the learning process as a rookie, as a new pro, and he's done well. I think his first 3 and 3, since his injury, I'm sure it was tough physically, and that third game in 3 nights is tough for anybody, let alone someone coming back from a long stint off. But you see the flashes with him, the offensive ability, the instincts, and now for him it's about just doing it consistently, shift in and shift out, and he was you felt he was close before his injury, breaking through, having that offensive output, and yeah, I think you get the same sense now that the opportunities are there, and he's close to breaking out.
Problem.
How excited are you to be here in Rockford and kind of getting a fresh start here?
Yeah, really excited. Guys were really good for me when I got here, and then it's good to have a new start.
What have you noticed that's different about the way the coaches run things here, and anything different at all about the locker room and the camaraderie on the team?
We had a good camaraderie in Tucson too, but yeah, I think, like I said, I think we got a locker room full of really good guys. I think coach are pretty, in a good way, pretty chill. We're a professional team. You can do what do you want here, and just be ready in the game time. And I like that.
What were some of the things that you were doing in Tucson? You're bringing a lot of points here to Rockford. What were some of the things that you were doing right in Tucson that you're looking to continue doing here in Rockford?
I think I gotta just play my game. I think I'm a 200-foot player. I need to use my speed. Just be a good guy to play with, easy guy to play with, and I think I can help the team with that.
And then obviously some playoff experience last year with Tucson as well. I know you're joining a team that's in the middle of a playoff push right now. How important is that playoff experience for you last year and talking to these guys as you come in here?
I wouldn't say I have a lot of it. We just played 2 games a lot, got swept. So
with the playoff put, with
yeah,
that
but
playoff
I
push
played.
last
Yeah, I
year.
played in playoffs 2 games. But yeah, I think it's I wouldn't say totally different game, but it's a different game. It was probably the 2 toughest games I've ever played against Calgary last year. So we gotta be ready for that.
How challenging is it to fit in and develop a chemistry, or can that happen pretty rapidly here after just a few games to develop chemistry with the guys on the ice?
Yeah, it's weird how it goes. Sometimes you can play your first game with somebody and just build chemistry. But I think I would say I'm a smart player, so I should be able to build chemistry. That's on me. Obviously, with some guys, it's harder than others, but I gotta watch my clips, talk with the teammates, and just what kind of tendencies they have, and just be ready in game time.
And how big is the learning curve when you're coming into a different system, different coaches? How long does it take to kind of get used to that?
I would say it's just hockey at the end of the day. I've been talking a lot with coaches, it's good that our structure is pretty similar to what we played in Tucson, and I'm getting more used to just the North American style of play. But yeah, there's some nuances that we do different, but yeah, it's more like you gotta make quick reads with your line mates and like that.
And what are some of the feelings here about joining the Blackhawks organization as a whole? Obviously a pretty historic franchise, but just what are some of the thoughts, the initial thoughts about coming over to the Blackhawks organization?
Yeah, I was happy because it's a team I grew up watching a lot. I grew up watching Patrick Kane and those guys, so it's been good to be here.
And I guess for fans who are just learning about you the first time here in Rockford, who are some of the guys you grew up idolizing? Maybe anyone you were modeling your game after?
Like in NHL or
Yeah.
I like to watch Steven Stamkos. Then I would say just obviously as a Finn, like Teemu Selänne. He's probably the best player we ever had. So those 2 guys, and then like I said, like when Patrick Kane and Taves and those guys won championships, or NHL. Yeah.
You back in the groove? How you feeling out there?
Feeling good. Obviously, it was a long, 2 months or whatever. It's been good to get back in the groove of things.
So what'd you do when you were sidelined other than rehabbing and getting better to try to maybe attack the mental part of the game anyway?
Yeah, it was a lot of biking and work with our trainer here, just getting stronger, little things I can do, but I think I was off the ice for about 3 weeks, and then I was back on the ice, so kind of working on skating and everything like that. So there was a upside to being hurt, but obviously you don't want to go through that thing, but yeah.
But do you do extra videotape work or film work or watching video and attacking the mental part of the game? Or?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I felt like I was watching more hockey at home as well. Obviously watching a lot of hockey here when they were playing, so yeah.
How important is it for you to come back and get the start that you did, for your confidence. Obviously, it's got to be pretty big for your confidence to come back on the ice and get the points that you need right away. Just how important is that to get things started in the midst of a playoff push for you guys?
Yeah, obviously, I think we have 15 games left or so. So, I mean, it's coming down to the wire. Yeah, hopefully I can start getting hot here and start scoring some goals and helping our team out win. But yeah, it's been a grind.
Tough loss with losing Cini there at such a crucial time, like
Yeah.
you just said too. What has he been able to do now off the ice as someone who dealt with the injury, dealt with things like that? What's he been able to do to kind of provide that same support for you guys?
I mean, for us young guys, he's obviously one guy we look up to. He's a good guy in the room, good guy to talk to, and yeah, it was tough seeing him get hurt, but now it's time to some other guys to step up. But yeah, I hope for the best for him.
And despite the injury, how has the first year in Rockford been for you? Obviously, just getting down here and getting started in the pro game.
Yeah, it's been different. Living on your own. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of living with Korchinski and Savoy, so it's a fun house. But yeah, it's been
Staying
fun.
out of trouble the most in that house, right?
Yeah. A lot of video games in that house.
Comesso has been playing well as of
Yeah.
late. Just what does that do for the forwards? Maybe a little more confidence when you know that your netminder is locked in to start a game.
Yeah, it gives us the most confidence. Me and Savvy were actually talking about that the other day. Like, having him in the net brings us so much confidence. Like, yeah, I feel like we play way better too. So yeah.
What are your first impressions of Aku Ratu? What's he bring to this team?
He works hard. I mean, in practice, he's one of the hardest workers. I can take some things from him too. Yeah, he's got a good shot. Great guy too. So.
And then lastly, Fitzgerald. Sounds like he's coming back soon. Just what has he meant? The veteran presence coming in. What has he provided all season long, both on and off the ice?
Off the ice, he's just obviously a great guy, great leader, guy you can talk to whenever. On the ice, he's hard worker. He's obviously got that Fitzy bomb, the one-timer. But yeah, he's just a great guy, a great player.
Is that the official nickname of the shot?
That's what I call it. I don't know. Fitzy
Finally,
bomb.
for me too. Just what's it like for you to be in such a historic organization like the Blackhawks? Obviously, probably growing up watching them win all those cups and stuff like that. Just what's it like to be a part of the organization?
Yeah, it's very special. I mean, at the draft, like, you hope for a team to pick you, but yeah, the Chicago Blackhawks is obviously very historical. And I was growing up watching the Red Wings, so I was kind of watching the Blackhawks a lot. So yeah, now rooting for the Blackhawks.
You guys in the locker room have a NCAA bracket thing going?
Yeah,
and
we
who's
do.
your pick to win it? Huh?
I got to make another one, but my first bracket was Michigan, the Wolverines. They just won the Big Ten, so I don't know. I got to ride with them a little bit.